Have you ever wondered if there's more to Jesus' teachings than what's commonly known? What if I told you that many of his profound insights have been overlooked or misunderstood for centuries? In this video, we'll explore some of these hidden gems and discover how they can enrich your life in ways you never imagined. When we think of Jesus, we often focus on his birth, ministry, and crucifixion. But have you ever wondered what happened during the years between his childhood and the start of his public ministry? This period, often referred to as the lost years, has been the subject of much speculation and fascination. Some theories suggest that Jesus may have traveled to distant lands, such as India and Tibet, during this time. These regions were known for their rich spiritual traditions and advanced philosophical concepts. It's possible that Jesus sought out the wisdom of these cultures to deepen his understanding of the human experience and the nature of the divine. If Jesus did indeed venture to these lands, it's likely that his encounters with various spiritual teachers and practices shaped his own teachings in significant ways. The insights he gained during these formative years may have laid the foundation for the profound and transformative message he would later share with the world. As we explore the hidden teachings of Jesus, it's important to keep an open mind about the possibilities of his life and the influences that may have shaped his wisdom. By considering the potential impact of his lost years, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the breadth and depth of his spiritual understanding. Jesus was renowned for his use of parables, simple stories that conveyed profound spiritual truths. While many of his parables are well known, such as the Good Samaritan and the Prodigal Son, there are numerous lesser-known parables that hold equally powerful messages. These often overlooked parables contain multiple layers of interpretation, each offering valuable insights into the human condition and our relationship with the divine. By delving into these hidden treasures, we can uncover timeless lessons that are just as relevant today as they were 2,000 years ago. One of the beauties of Jesus' parables is their ability to speak to us on multiple levels. On the surface, they may appear to be simple tales, but as we contemplate their deeper meanings, we begin to see how they address the complexities of life and the challenges we face on our spiritual journeys. As we explore these lesser-known parables, we'll discover how they can guide us in navigating difficult relationships, overcoming personal obstacles, and finding a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. By applying these ancient wisdom to our modern lives, we can tap into a wellspring of insight and inspiration that has the power to transform our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. One of the most profound and often misunderstood aspects of Jesus' teachings is his emphasis on non-duality, the idea that all things are ultimately one and that separation is an illusion. This concept may seem foreign or abstract to many Western minds, but it is a central tenet of many Eastern philosophical traditions. When we examine Jesus' words through the lens of non-duality, we begin to see how he consistently pointed his followers toward a direct experience of unity with the divine. He often spoke of the interconnectedness of all things, and how our true nature is one of wholeness and completeness. This understanding of non-duality has profound implications for how we live our lives. It invites us to let go of our attachment to the ego and the illusion of separation, and to recognize the inherent divinity within ourselves and all beings. By cultivating this awareness, we can experience a deep sense of peace, compassion, and unconditional love. Practical ways to experience non-duality in daily life include practices such as meditation, contemplation, and acts of selfless service. By quieting the mind and opening the heart, we can begin to dissolve the barriers that keep us feeling separate and isolated, and tap into the infinite wisdom and love that lies at the core of our being. As we explore Jesus' teachings on non-duality, we'll discover how this ancient wisdom can help us navigate the challenges of modern life with greater ease, grace, and clarity. By embracing the truth of our inherent unity, we can experience a profound sense of connection, purpose, and joy that transcends the limitations of the material world. In addition to the canonical Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, there exists a collection of ancient texts known as the Gnostic Gospels. These writings, discovered in the mid-20th century, offer a fascinating glimpse into the diverse landscape of early Christian thought. The Gnostic Gospels contain teachings and stories attributed to Jesus that differ significantly from those found in the traditional Gospels. They often emphasize personal spiritual experience, inner knowledge, and the idea that salvation comes through direct gnosis or experiential knowledge of the divine. One of the most well-known Gnostic texts is the Gospel of Thomas, a collection of 114 sayings attributed to Jesus. Many of these sayings are strikingly different from those found in the canonical Gospels and offer profound insights into the nature of reality, the self, and our relationship with the divine. As we explore the Gnostic Gospels, we'll discover how these ancient teachings can complement and enrich our understanding of Jesus' message. By considering these alternative perspectives, we can gain a more comprehensive and nuanced view of early Christian spirituality and find new ways to apply these timeless truths to our own lives. It's important to approach the Gnostic Gospels with an open and discerning mind, recognizing that they represent a diverse range of beliefs and practices within early Christianity. By engaging with these texts thoughtfully and critically, we can glean valuable insights and inspiration while remaining grounded in our own spiritual understanding and experience. When we think of Jesus, we often picture him as a teacher, healer, and savior. But have you ever considered Jesus as a mystic? Mysticism is a spiritual path that emphasizes direct, personal experience of the divine, often through practices such as meditation, contemplation, and prayer. Throughout his life and teachings, Jesus displayed many of the characteristics associated with mysticism. He frequently withdrew from the crowds to spend time in solitude, communing with his Father in heaven. He spoke of the kingdom of God as something that is within us, rather than an external reality. Jesus also had a profound capacity for healing and miracles, which can be seen as expressions of his deep connection to the divine. His ability to transform lives and inspire others to greater levels of love and compassion are hallmarks of a true mystic. As we explore Jesus' mystical nature, we can begin to cultivate our own direct relationship with the divine. By following his example and embracing practices that quiet the mind and open the heart, we can experience the same profound sense of union and interconnectedness that Jesus embodied. This mystical connection with the divine is not reserved for a select few, but is available to all who seek it earnestly. By recognizing Jesus as a mystic, we can find inspiration and guidance on our own spiritual journeys, knowing that we too have the capacity to experience the profound love, wisdom, and transformative power of the divine. The Sermon on the Mount is one of Jesus' most well-known and beloved teachings. This powerful discourse, recorded in the Gospel of Matthew, contains timeless wisdom on topics such as the Beatitudes, prayer, forgiveness, and the nature of true happiness. As we revisit the Sermon on the Mount with fresh eyes, we can uncover new layers of meaning and insight that are particularly relevant to our modern lives. The Beatitudes, for example, offer a radical vision of happiness that is rooted in qualities such as humility, compassion, and a hunger for righteousness. By reinterpreting these ancient teachings in light of our own experiences and challenges, we can find practical guidance and inspiration for our personal growth and spiritual development. The Lord's Prayer, for instance, can serve as a powerful template for self-discovery, helping us to align our desires and actions with the will of the divine. The Sermon on the Mount also challenges us to put our spiritual understanding into practice, particularly in our relationships with others. Jesus' teachings on the Golden Rule, to treat others as we would wish to be treated, take on new depth and significance when applied to the complex and often difficult situations we face in our daily lives. As we explore the Sermon on the Mount from a fresh perspective, we'll discover how these ancient teachings can help us cultivate greater peace, joy, and resilience in the face of life's challenges. By embodying the wisdom and compassion of Jesus' words, we can become powerful agents of positive change in our own lives and in the world around us. Forgiveness is a central theme in Jesus' teachings, and one that has the power to transform our lives in profound ways. Throughout his ministry, Jesus consistently emphasized the importance of letting go of grudges, resentment, and the desire for revenge. In a world that often celebrates retribution and holding on to past hurts, Jesus' message of forgiveness can seem radical and counterintuitive. Yet, as we explore his teachings more deeply, we begin to see the immense power and freedom that comes from embracing this practice. Forgiveness is not about condoning wrongdoing or allowing others to continue harming us. Rather, it is a conscious choice to release the heavy burden of anger and bitterness that we carry when we hold on to grievances. By forgiving others, we free ourselves from the negative emotions that can poison our hearts and minds and prevent us from experiencing true peace and happiness. Jesus' teachings on forgiveness also extend to the ways in which we relate to ourselves. Many of us carry deep-seated feelings of guilt, shame, and self-judgment that can keep us stuck in patterns of negative thinking and behavior. By learning to forgive ourselves for our past mistakes and imperfections, we open the door to greater self-acceptance, healing, and growth. As we explore Jesus' radical approach to forgiveness, we'll discover practical steps for incorporating this transformative practice into our daily lives. By cultivating a forgiving heart, we can experience a profound sense of liberation and inner peace, and become a source of healing and reconciliation in our relationships and communities. One of Jesus' most profound and often misunderstood teachings is the idea that the kingdom of heaven is within us. Throughout his ministry, Jesus consistently pointed his followers toward the realization that the divine presence is not some distant external reality, but a constant and intimate dimension of our own being. This concept of the inner kingdom can be challenging for those who have grown up with a more traditional understanding of heaven as a place we go after death. Yet, as we explore Jesus' teachings more deeply, we begin to see how this inner realm is accessible to us in every moment and holds the key to our deepest fulfillment and joy. Jesus often spoke of the kingdom of heaven as a state of consciousness, a way of being in the world that is characterized by love, peace, and a profound sense of connection to the divine. He taught that by aligning our thoughts, words, and actions with this inner reality, we can experience a taste of heaven on earth, even amidst the challenges and uncertainties of life. Accessing this inner kingdom is not always easy, as it requires a willingness to let go of our attachment to the ego and the material world. Yet, through practices such as prayer, meditation, and acts of loving service, we can begin to cultivate a deeper awareness of the divine presence within us and allow it to guide and transform our lives. As we explore Jesus' teachings on the kingdom of heaven within, we'll discover practical techniques for tapping into this inner source of wisdom, love, and abundance. By learning to trust in the divine plan and surrender to the flow of life, we can experience a profound sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment that transcends the limitations of the external world. Faith is a central theme in Jesus' teachings, and one that has the power to transform our lives in profound ways. Yet, the concept of faith is often misunderstood or reduced to a mere intellectual belief in certain doctrines or ideas. For Jesus, faith was not simply a matter of believing in something, but a dynamic, creative force that has the power to shape our reality and bring about positive change in our lives and in the world around us. He often spoke of faith as a kind of inner knowing, a deep trust in the goodness and providence of God. Throughout his ministry, Jesus demonstrated the power of faith in countless ways, from healing the sick and casting out demons to calming storms and walking on water. He taught his followers that by cultivating a deep and unwavering faith, they too could tap into this transformative power and experience miracles in their own lives. Yet Jesus also recognized that faith is not always easy, especially in the face of life's challenges and uncertainties. He knew that doubts and fears can arise, threatening to undermine our trust in the divine plan. That's why he consistently emphasized the importance of nurturing and strengthening our faith through practices such as prayer, meditation, and acts of love and service. As we explore Jesus' teachings on the power of faith, we'll discover practical ways to cultivate unshakable trust in the divine, even in the midst of difficult circumstances. We'll learn how to redefine faith as a creative force that can move mountains in our lives, and how to tap into this power to bring about positive change and transformation. By embracing the power of faith, we open ourselves up to a world of limitless possibilities and abundance. We become co-creators with the divine, aligning our will with the highest good and allowing miracles to unfold in our lives and in the world around us. As we explore the hidden teachings of Jesus, it's important to remember that these insights are not meant to remain solely in the realm of intellectual understanding. The true power of Jesus' wisdom lies in our ability to embody and live these teachings in our daily lives. This is not always an easy task, as we are often faced with numerous obstacles and challenges on our spiritual paths. Old habits, limiting beliefs, and the distractions of the material world can all conspire to keep us stuck in patterns of thought and behavior that are out of alignment with our highest truth. Yet as we deepen our commitment to living the teachings of Jesus, we begin to experience a profound shift in our consciousness and in the way we relate to ourselves, others, and the world around us. We find ourselves naturally becoming more loving, compassionate, and forgiving, and we start to see the divine presence in all things. One of the keys to living the teachings of Jesus is to cultivate a daily practice of spiritual discipline and self-reflection. This may involve setting aside time each day for prayer, meditation, or contemplation, and regularly examining our thoughts, words, and actions to ensure they are in alignment with our highest values and aspirations. Another important aspect of living the teachings of Jesus is to become a beacon of love and compassion in the world. This means actively seeking out opportunities to serve others, to offer forgiveness and understanding, and to be a positive force for change in our communities and beyond. As we embrace the challenge of putting Jesus' wisdom into action, we may face obstacles and setbacks along the way. Yet, by remaining committed to our spiritual growth and trusting in the divine plan, we can overcome these challenges and emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than ever before. Ultimately, living the teachings of Jesus is about becoming the best version of ourselves, a true reflection of the divine love and wisdom that lies at the core of our being. By embodying these timeless truths, we not only transform our own lives, but also contribute to the healing and transformation of the world around us. As we come to the end of our exploration of the hidden teachings of Jesus, let us take a moment to reflect on the profound wisdom and insight we have uncovered. From the lost years of his life to the transformative power of forgiveness and faith, Jesus' teachings offer a timeless roadmap for personal and spiritual growth. We have seen how these ancient truths can be applied to the challenges and complexities of modern life, offering practical guidance and inspiration for our daily lives. By embracing the teachings of non-duality, exploring the depths of our own inner kingdom, and cultivating a mystical connection with the divine, we open ourselves up to a world of limitless possibility and abundance. Yet the true power of these teachings lies not simply in our intellectual understanding, but in our willingness to embody and live them in every moment. As we navigate the ups and downs of our spiritual journeys, may we remain ever committed to putting Jesus' wisdom into action, becoming beacons of love, compassion, and positive change in the world. I invite you to continue exploring these profound teachings, to delve ever deeper into the mysteries of your own heart and mind. Trust in the journey, knowing that each step brings you closer to the realization of your highest truth and the fulfillment of your divine potential. As we conclude this video, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the insights and inspiration you have gained. How might you begin to integrate these teachings into your daily life? What small steps can you take today to cultivate greater love, compassion, and wisdom in your thoughts, words, and actions? Remember, the path of spiritual growth is a lifelong journey, one that requires patience, dedication, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. Yet with each step, we move closer to the realization of our true nature as beings of infinite love and wisdom. May the hidden teachings of Jesus continue to guide and inspire you on your path, and may you always remain open to the limitless possibilities of your own divine potential. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery and transformation. If you found this exploration of the hidden teachings of Jesus insightful and inspiring, I invite you to like and share this video with others who may benefit from these timeless wisdom. By spreading this message of love, compassion, and spiritual growth, we can contribute to the healing and transformation of our world.